Hello, my name is Haidar Mahmoud and this is my game attempt programmed in C++. So this game is called a guess game and it consists of functions, arrays, structs, pointers, for loops, while loops, and so on. So I'm going to explain the code briefly, then I will run the game, then go in details afterwards. So what I have in the main, I have one function that is called with a while loop and do while loop with some text that's printed out. Then I have a function called another function that's calls another function calls another function, and so on. So let's run the game and see how it is like. Yes, compiling. This is the game. It's as how many players that wants, like a multiplayer game. So let's say we are 4 players that want to play. Player 1, he guesses 6. Player 2, he guesses 4. Player 3, he wants also to guess 6, and player 8, 4. Nobody has guessed right. You can see game over for all these players, and the right number is 2. The right number is of course a random generated number. So let's go ahead and try again. Now we have 3 players, 2, 6, 8. Nobody guessed right. Let's go ahead and try again with 5 players. So let's say 4, 7, 9, 5, 4, and the answer is 2. The winner is player 2. He guessed right. Player 2 is 7. What is this? Don't need that. Then we say enter a name. Let's go ahead and write my name. Let's say that the last winner was Haidar, and then you can go ahead and play again. So what happens if the 2 players have the same number? It's going to pick up the first player and have him as the winner. So what's going on in the code? We have inside the int we have this do while loop that loops as many times as the user tells it when the user presses Y. So we have the cin and the cout. This prints out an underline, and this is the header. So then we have a function called read data, and this function is stated over here. It's a void function, turns no data. This function gets all the input from all players, and it gets how many players that is involved. What are the guesses the player gives the program. So how did I do that? I made an array called players max and gave it 6 spaces. So I have a for loop for that, started by 1. So the 1, which is the I placed over here, then it says that then I have an integer called number. Every time the number is changed, every time the loop is run, the I will be incremented by 1, but it will not go past the number of players. So let's say player 1, he write 5. 5 will be stored inside space 1. And the loops going on, it will increment to 2. So here 2, and player 2 writes 6, and then it will store it in place 6, and so on. Then the function I have defined a variable called chosen number to hold that random number that this function generates, which is over here. It has a srand and it returns the random from 1 to 10. We don't want 0, so we have a +1. And then we have that casted into this function called verify. So this function verify the winners is like a bool function. It compares the variables inside the array where I also have used a for loop that and compares each place its variable to this chosen number, which is a random number inside the computer, and if it's right, it will run this code, this function called print winner, which is stated over here, and then you say print winner is, and then it's gonna ask the winner to write his name. So what I've done is I have made a struct, as seen over here, and made it specifically for name. I have declared as a pointer. The reason why is because I don't know how long the name is. So by using a new char and define it and give it a maximum value, maximum characters of 30. This is the best way to also save memory and make the game more efficient. And then the player will enter his name and is again going to print it out in the struct. And then of course we have to return the space that is used for the name. Over here the new is returned by using the delete command. So afterwards, if you turn to verify, the return key is used is like a jump key, meaning that if the user if two persons guesses the same number, let's say 6, which is the right number, the first one who will go past this line of code will then will print this out. The winner is player, let's say 5 or something, and then this return statement will be executed, where the program will stop. It will not verify anymore because we have the winner. Else we have this one, the last number is this, and pretty much it. So that's how I made this game. Thanks for watching.